Miss Tuesdays. No more Miss Tuesdays.
It sounded like I said, do it again.
No more Miss Tuesdays. The biggest.
That's hilarious.
The biggest podcast in the DMV, man.
Hey.
Cultivating Conversations with DP Squared.
We back.
We are back with your beautiful host, DeAndre, and my co-host,
Deja.
So, today,
Hey y'all.
We're gonna have a very interactive podcast today. A lot of people are flowing in, very interactive. Mm-hmm. It's gonna be a good one. We got the special Will back. But yes. I'm gonna send it to my co-host to break it down for what we're really doing today.
Okay, thank you. So the basis of this conversation is called Wheel of Love. Okay. So we were thinking the other day that with me and DeAndre both being in relationships now, facts. I feel like it would be good to talk about love, relationships, and what we learn, what different topics that people talk about today, whatever it may be, just to get, the thoughts from you all, and then we can kind of give our thoughts as well. And plus, I just feel like that's always just a fun topic to talk about. So we just want to make sure that it's interactive, people tune in, engage, and so let's just get it started.
I know y'all got some trauma in the chat, so it should be a good one. I know y'all got some trauma, so talk about all your love experiences.
Oh my God.
This is a space where you can tell us whatever you need. It won't leave this phone and this computer. Okay.
I'm weak. Oh my gosh.
So I'm ready though.
I'm ready to get started.
Yeah.
Okay, can you grab it?
Let's start. Let's get it. As people come in, they can just chime in or whatever.
Fact.
This is the will.
Am I that short that it covered my whole face?
This is the will.
All right. Oh, okay.
Sorry, no. But yeah. So.
Ooh.
Hey, we want it interactive so people talk.
Yeah.
Answer the question as well.
All right, you might not be able to see it. We'll say the topic. So don't worry of trying to read it because I know it can be blurry.
It might be backwards and all that. But how's everybody doing today too? Drop your feelings in the chat. Man.
Yeah, hey y'all. All right, you want to spin first or?
Oh yeah, let's start.
And mind you, we don't know each other's questions, so it's really off the cuff. Okay?
It is. All right, so hopefully the spin not too loud, but this is the Wheel of Love right here. Oh, that's a weak spin. What's that?
What does it say?
No, we read that out.
Learning experience. Okay, that's mine. Learning experience. All right, let me get my question, y'all.
Learning experience.
Okay. What is one thing you've learned from being in a relationship?
Ooh, okay, that's good. What is one thing you learned from being in a
relationship? It could be about yourself. It could be about life. It could be about whatever.
Right. Okay. So I'm posing to the chat first. What's one thing y'all learned about?
Okay, yes. What is one thing?
But for me. Okay. I feel like this goes down with anything. This could be with crime. This could be with divorces.
Oh my Lord.
This could be with on the basketball court, anywhere. Mm-hmm. Communication is key.
Oh my gosh.
A lot. Oh, you got something to say?
No, I was gonna say it sounds cliche, but that's actually facts.
A lot of reasons why things do not work out or things do not flourish or their relationships do not grow is because people are miscommunicating or not communicating at all. Mm-hmm. It's many cases where something can be solved just by saying 2 words, but because some people are so stubborn to have their way or not take the high road, it then falls down and leads in the relationship drowns. So
it's like Kiana said, I'm not ready to be in a relationship. I feel you, sis.
Have you ever been? Well, no, but yeah, what you think?
That's a good one. What is one thing I've learned about being in a relationship?
Yeah.
That's such a loaded question for me. Let's see. That it's fun to experience things with someone.
True.
Not outside of your family. So, because I think a lot of my memories were tied to friends and family a lot, like college friends or you guys, in the family. But to know that you could have just as much fun with someone that you didn't even know, maybe a few months before or a year before, whatever.
Yeah.
And to feel that's what I want to do forever type of thing. Mm-hmm. So it's just nice to know that you can create memories with someone and it could just get better and better and better. That's not something I knew. I didn't know that you could. I don't know. I just didn't know that I would just prefer to experience everything with you guys or my friends. I never really cared to experience it with anyone else. So
yeah,
that's something I think.
Also, people in relationships should lead with their own strides and not look
at other people's
at other people's relationships or not looking at their parents or people that they may have grew up to see what a relationship should be. Mm-hmm. Each strive for your relationship should just be your own. And whatever you experience, like you said, should funnel into something bigger later down the road. But you shouldn't rush things just because you see others or somebody online doing it. So just everything should just be kind of prioritized for you guys, not for the likeness of other people, basically.
For sure. So when I said one-on-one time, that's
for
a good
sure.
One.
One-on-one time is definitely
like quality time. Yeah.
I would say definitely that's important. So communication for me though.
Yeah.
For sure. Like, a lot of things happen because of miscommunication. You gotta realize that.
Facts. I'm not getting into that.
Okay.
All right. See if my spin is better than yours. That's the same one, I think.
Yeah, that wasn't a good spin.
This wheel is on, like it's drunk or something.
I think this me.
Conditions. Okay, conditions.
I'm trying to get real deep this conversation, right? I'm trying
my gosh.
For people that's joining in, this is the Wheel of Love. So we trying to get real deep in this journey. So listen, conditions. This is deep. I want you to hear it. Listen to the words coming out of my mouth. Can love be unconditional, or are there always conditions attached? Talk to me.
Oh my gosh, I think love cannot be unconditional.
Love, so it has
love is conditional. I feel like yes.
Okay.
Unless it's like a pet. That's just fact.
Okay, because I think the pet is not giving them anything but love back. Which is not really fair. Though.
Exactly. So to me, I really think that when you say love is unconditional, that leaves room for people to do whatever they want to you because they feel like there's no bounds to our love. Like no matter what, I will still love you. And I feel that there are certain conditions, certain things people can do or say that should warn you not to want to love them anymore. Okay. So it should always be conditional. Everyone in your family should hold them to a certain standard when it comes to how you want to be loved by them. Okay. That could be family, friends, sibling, parents. Like there's conditions to it.
So you don't think that? So what do you say to people that do love unconditionally through anything? They always stick by their partner. That's not true love to you? Like they stick by anything,
No.
Not at all.
Because I always say I genuinely feel like someone can't love you, they do certain things to you. Okay. That's because at the end of the day, love is a verb. It's an action. Okay. So to love someone, I think would mean that you're not doing certain things to them if you say you love them.
Right.
So it's like for someone to be with someone just through anything, I don't think that's true love.
Not true love.
No.
Okay.
If you love yourself first, then you don't care about you gotta the love for yourself got to be first, and then everything else falls after that.
Okay.
So if the love for myself and the love you have for me don't match, then it's like.
Okay, so what do the people think? Can you love unconditionally? I want to ask y'all yes or no. But for me,
mine says she agrees.
Yeah, she did. I think there are instances where you can love.
Give me an example, please.
I think there are
and do relationships because that's what we're talking about.
I'm trying to.
Okay.
I think there are spaces where you can love unconditionally. Okay, this is a good example right here. Listen up. If the person that you are dating has a lot of money, I feel like that person is being loved unconditionally due to the fact that they are providing everything for that said person, and without them, that person is nothing. What do you think about that?
What do you mean?
Like, okay, let's say I got endless money. I got a lot of money.
Okay.
And I'm famous.
Yes.
And I'm walking down the street, I just see a young lady. And I say, I'm bringing her with me, and I change her life completely.
Yo, you saying she's going to love you without any condition?
She's going to love me without any condition. Like, to the point where if anything I do, let's say I treat her very nice, though. I don't even do anything bad to her. She's going to love me through anything that I do. Like,
see, but that's my thing. I feel like you can't label that as love.
That's not love to you?
No.
Because it's like it's an exchange, but everything's an exchange. Even if we're not rich and famous in your day-to-day relationships, you're exchanging something for something in return. Even
I get
if you don't realize.
I mean, I would just like to say I don't want to be loved unconditionally.
For real?
No.
I don't know.
I don't.
No, I think everybody should be held to some type of.
Yeah, there's some conditions.
But I think that it's possible. The conditions that you have money. Well, not necessarily because it's like it's what the money has done.
Yeah, they're saying no matter what you do.
I'm saying it's what the money has done, not necessarily we started out with just because of the money. But I guess she is kind of right there.
I see what you're saying. Yeah, that's the condition. Is money. Yeah, okay, I mean, that's my thoughts.
That's good right there.
If you agree with me, put a thumbs up. Thank you.
All right.
Okay, next.
My spin. This is a jank.
I know. Bear with the janky wheel. What does it say?
Oh, limits. That's me.
That's yours.
Me.
Okay.
Okay, I'm doubling up. Let's do it.
Yep.
All right. I guess it's kind of fall under the same unconditional vibe.
Okay.
Is there a limit to how much you can love someone?
A limit.
Yeah.
Give me an example. Like
a limit. Like
a limit.
Is there such thing as too much love? Basically, do you over love someone where you like? Let's say you are overprotecting someone. Like, okay, in cases of like, I don't want to say this, but like, I'm not saying this take love because she had a mental illness, but remember the mother that was taking care of the daughter, and she acted like the daughter had a whole bunch of disabilities, but she said she was doing it because she wanted to protect her and loved her. I'm saying like too much of that considered is wrong. Okay, that case is wrong, but you get what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, like
too much protection.
Can love be?
Yes, too much love be dangerous?
Is that the question? Can too much love be dangerous?
Okay, yeah, I'll switch it. Can too much love be dangerous?
Yes.
So there's a limit, basically.
Yeah, I feel that sometimes, like when people love people too much, you don't have enough logic.
Okay, so you don't pure emotion.
Because it's too much emotion instead of like thinking about it logically. So I would say that because
it can be. I personally,
what do you think?
Personally, I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure because what if it's coming from a good place though?
If it's coming from a good place, to me, sometimes it don't even matter what your intention is.
Just the action.
It's like the action itself is just enough. And that's not always someone's fault. Like, you don't like your intention is not always come across your action. So you might have to apologize, stuff like that. But if you can try your best to like have your intention be aligned with your actual action, then it would get you out of a lot of trouble.
Okay,
like,
but
can't always.
Do you think that then, let's say we're talking about strict relationship. Let's not even talk about
relationships.
Let's not even talking about like in a family one. We're talking about husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend. Do you think that then limits the amount that the appreciation that you can show them if you limit the amount of love you give them, or are you protecting them from doing too much? You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Well, how do you see it? Because is that kind of wrong though, being like, oh yeah, I put a limit on how much I can love you because it can be too much. Well, how is that fair? We haven't even crossed that line
yet. That's a good point. I definitely think sometimes, Kiana said, you end up doing more harm than good. I feel, okay, there are a lot of times, and this is only the best way I can describe it. There are a lot of times when my mind would think something, and I said, I'm glad I can stop myself from doing certain stuff.
Okay.
Sometimes, if you go too far with love, you're gonna hit a point that's like a point of no return. Like, okay. I don't know, because I've never gotten to that place to like, I've never felt that way.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, I think that so many times you see on TV, movies, stuff like that people do stuff and say it's because they love that person. So I just think that like, you just got to know how to regulate your emotions a little bit. Not saying you can't always control that. You can't always control every emotion you have, but you should try your best to be like, okay.
Yeah. I think
if I'm loving somebody to a point where it's becoming too much, then you don't need to be with that person. I think
love can be skewed as a place to, it can be skewed as violence, like saying that you doing something out of love, but it's really harming the person that you're saying you love. So yeah, I think go both ways. I don't think that you should limit yourself out of fear though, of, not fear that you do something bad. I feel like
it's too much.
It may be too much where like you don't want to love somebody because you're scared that you'll lose yourself. Well, I think you should just let it run this course.
I feel that. I feel that for sure. Yeah. I feel that for sure. Yeah.
All right, next spin.
It's mine because you actually went twice in a row.
Yeah, I know.
All right, next one. Okay. Did you already do this one? I keep choosing this one. Pass. Dang, that's yours again?
You go ahead, spin again. You want me to go again? That is me though.
Yeah, that's yours. Go ahead.
All right. Triple it up, man. Let's have some good luck.
I guess.
All right. Oh yeah, this is good right here. Everybody listen to this. This is important for y'all. Y'all newcomers to love right here. All right. Does somebody past determine your future with them?
Oh my gosh, yes.
Off the rip, though?
It depends. Okay, it depends. Let me think. Does someone past determine their future?
Oh, my single people, answer this. Does it?
It depends in what context. if you're younger or something like that, then probably not.
Okay, let's speak for,
for myself.
You. Let's speak
it
for
wouldn't.
Just you.
It wouldn't matter to me.
Okay.
It wouldn't matter to me actually.
Okay.
Because I'm a little too like. Okay, no, I'm not gonna say that.
Okay.
But no, I don't think it would matter. Like, okay, I might ask, or I might want to know some details of the tea or something. I ain't gonna lie, but I'm not gonna be like, because this person did this. I don't.
But like
it depends though, because there are certain things where it depends. Like if you did a certain thing, I'm not gonna be with you because you did that. I don't care.
If I just met you and like we're talking, bringing it down, this and that, like dudes I know is with you, like I can't.
Like if you're friends with them,
huh?
If you're friends with the guy.
No, like they're my friend. The guys are my friends.
That's what you say, yeah.
Yeah. And like she told me, like 2 years ago, when I was this, me and him did this, or last year, this and that. And like I know 2 of the guys, or I hope with 2 of them. I don't know if I can continue. But is that wrong? Because what does that have to do with me? She didn't know me before.
Yeah, I feel like the multiple partners type of thing does not, like, I don't care about that.
Okay.
I might talk a little trash. But I honestly no. That's not one of the things but if you have a pattern of like, I don't know. Well, Kiana mentioned bad financial decisions. That's a good one.
True.
Like if you have a pattern of, I don't really know. Like, I'm trying to think of something.
Disloyal activity or something.
Yeah, but it's like so much. It's not when you were in a certain part of your life where it's just like, because when you young, I ain't gonna lie, when you're young, it's just kind of like people only care about themselves.
Yeah, but still,
you're not thinking about.
It's not an excuse though to do some malicious activity.
Oh my Lord, it's not. It's being single.
Oh no, you're talking about being single. Yes, I'm talking about you with somebody and then you do some.
Oh no.
I'm talking about then.
Okay, no.
I'm saying you have a history of like being disloyal to your partners and like people know like, oh yeah, this dude's a cheater.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's what I'm trying
to
say.
Nobody's gonna want to continue that, but I'm saying like for the past and stuff, past it at one point for me was super important. Where it was kind of like, I think at the time because I was just young, newbie vibe, so it was like it was hard for me to fathom somebody to have a lot more experience than me, not just talking about with other people, just in general with relationships. So it was hard for me to understand, like, it's okay for that to be that way because you just have to kind of absorb that and know that person's for you. Yeah. Now that could backfire on you. It could, because they could use that to their advantage, but you always say that you're supposed to go in it with like, yes, that's you go true. All in type of thing, and then you can adjust later. But I agree. That's all I always say. That. Yeah. I like to say I'm not a judgy, but I might be. I don't know. I'm not too judgy no more. I might be, but I don't think it'll. But like you said, if it's in close, like if I know the person, if I know the people type of thing, I'm definitely not talking to you. Yeah. But if I don't really know them, I don't. You really don't care? All right. Okay. Come on, say they got 36. I'm like, nah. All right, we're gonna yeah. Will of love, man. Will of love. What does that say? I think you already did that. Can we get a new one? Saucepan. All right, what's that? Oh, a single phase. Okay, this is. I ain't want to be vulgar, but this is my question. Hold on. I'm not. I was gonna say, is the single phase necessary? Because this kind of aligns with what you were just talking about, and it's not called single phase; it's called something else phase. But what do you think? The phase I'm talking about is people are younger or maybe older. I don't know. You just go through this phase where it's like you single, you outside, you doing your own thing, you dating, you are thinking about yourself, whatever you think that means. Is that phase of people's life necessary before they get into a relationship? Because then they can feel like, I'm kind of done with that. Now I'm ready to settle down. Like, what do you think? Okay, that's a great point. That conversation that you just brought up, I did this, now I'm ready to settle down. I don't agree with that. Okay, what do you mean? I don't agree when people say, I did this, so now I'm ready to settle down. Okay. I do agree with the point that if it just happens naturally and then you meet somebody along the way and you're like, oh, okay, now I'm ready to have a relationship with you. But if you are doing it purposely to be like, okay, I got all my belts, I got all my medals, now I'm ready to look for a relationship, that's wrong. Why do you think that? Because I feel like you're you're in your own mind settling for this person in a relationship where you're like, oh, I'm finally done with what I wanted to do. Now I'm gonna settle for this. You wasn't thinking about a relationship prior to that. Now I think a lot of people get hurt and do things like that because nobody will be in a relationship after they just got hurt, so they're just going just vibe out. But if you're not hurt and you just vibing just to vibe, I don't know about that. That's an untrustworthy person.
No, okay. This is the way I look at it. This is the way I look at it. You sometimes you have to date and do and be with multiple people and to know what you like and what you don't like. I feel that sometimes, in my personal opinion, people get in relationships too early. Like, have you figured out who you are, what you like, what you don't? And of course, you could figure out the things in a relationship, but a lot of times you need to be doing that on your own.
No, that's true.
Like, I just think there's so much life to live. I just don't like when people kind of.
They just like people relationship when they was in
like dang, you didn't even try to date or figure out what you like. You might not even like men if you're a woman. I'm being serious though. You have to figure out what you want.
That's true. Life is definitely a journey, so you should experience what you want to. But I do think if the right person rolls around, you gotta snatch them up because people think that the single life is just. Oh yeah, you walking outside. Oh, you see a girl. Oh yeah, you coming with me. Oh, you go to the bar. Oh, you come. No, it's not like that. Well, maybe for some. For a guy, it's not like that. I think women have it a lot easier. Though.
No.
If they want to, they definitely have it a lot easier. I'm not saying every option is good.
I'm about to say
if they want to, they could. But I'm saying with the guy, you can't just snatch up every girl that you want walking down the street. So what I'm saying is, once you get the right girl. I believe most men will not let them go.
Okay.
So the single phase, yes, I think can be necessary.
So would you prefer this is a spinoff question.
Yeah.
Well, Mike said you should experience dating for sure.
True.
Keanu said not to that extent, but it's good to get out and explore. Yeah.
No, that's facts.
Now, what do you think about the people who say they want to choose the good girl over over, I guess, the women who was doing her thing before
the good girl, bad girl stuff.
Now, or even vice versa when women be wanting the bad boy.
Now, okay. Personally, I can see where guys are coming from because the guys are looking from the outside, not looking from the inside out when they're looking at these women.
Okay.
You'd be surprised how many of these good girls are terrible people. And how many of these bad girls, or however you describe them, are actually the good girl,
like a good woman for you,
but you just do not know them. So a lot of guys are putting a thing over their head before even knowing them. They won't even try to meet the outgoing bad girl who goes out and has blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
Over the girl who stays inside. These are like stereotypes.
Yeah, stereotypes.
Stays inside and does this and this and that. But really, you cannot put a definition on how somebody loves. Because that bad girl that might be the most loving girl that
when she's in that relationship.
In that environment. And you take her out of the bad girl environment you see her in. And it's vice versa. The good girl could be but it just depends on the person. There should be no label on the people that you are trying to be, basically.
Yeah. I think
Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
And I hate also the women that say, oh, I'm a good girl. I live a soft life, all this. Like, I can't stand it.
Yo, it's social media.
Nah, no cap.
Social media. Okay. Ugh.
Shout out all the bad girls, I guess.
Fighting for love. This is my question.
Oh, all right.
Okay, so the question is, should you fight for someone's love?
Yeah, always.
Why?
I think you should fight for someone's love. First of all, people go through a lot. One.
Okay.
Everybody's their own person. People do things that they don't necessarily want to do all the time.
Okay.
And sometimes in moments, people lash out or do things that they naturally wouldn't do.
Okay.
Let's say it turns you off real bad or whatever.
That's me.
You're like, oh, screw them. I'm never talking to them again. But sometimes you have to, communicate and weed through all the BS before you can just say that it's done. Yeah. You have to be you have to humanize the situation.
Okay. But okay, as you just said, if he or she is worth it, yes, fight for it. It's keyword if he or she is worth it.
Okay.
Because I'm gonna say, what if somebody's like, I do not want to be with you no more?
Oh, like the person tells you that.
Yeah, or it's just like it's just not working, and you keep fighting, keep fighting. It's like when you go and say this person's not worth it no more. I'm not fighting for you. Like I'm not going to fight for you.
Let's be honest.
Okay.
The average human, the person tells them, I do not want to be with you. Out of 10 people, how many think of them going to try to fight? Be honest.
If somebody tells them they don't want to be with them?
If we together, somebody tells you, I tell you, I don't want to be with you. How many people, 10 out of 0 out of 10 people, how many people going to do it? Personally, I think
50%.
I think all 10 is going to come back and try to fight for the relationship.
Okay.
No matter what the instance is.
Okay.
Because I think people naturally are going to cling onto things that they missed and one needed every single day. Yeah. So no matter if it's bad for you, good for you, horrible for you, you're going to try to get back with the person. Yeah. Or you guys are going to talk. Or you guys may have dibble and dabble in activities.
Yeah. Okay, that's facts. I just feel like, okay. I just don't.
What's wrong with fighting for a relationship though? Like
because like I don't think it's worth it. Okay, let me be clear.
Energy?
I guess it depends on what the situation is. Everything is very situational. I guess that's why it'd be hard for me to answer these questions sometimes. Because of course, if it's something where you know you can work through it or whatever, like you should fight for that relationship. But I just feel sometimes often with women and guys, it's like you trying to hold on to something that's just
not there.
Like, yeah, you just gotta let it go. You know what I mean? So sometimes people just like, and I think a lot of people like that.
The chase.
Yeah, like the chase, the fight, the like it's
now people do like the chase though. People
or just
like to
I want to fight for your love again. I want to, all that. And then as soon as we get back, it's like,
yeah,
you doing the same thing.
Honestly, I think even hurt people, like you said, hurt people in those instances, like when people do something to someone, they want to get back, but I feel like they always tend to, no matter, this is what I say, right?
Okay.
You know how people do, it's so hard what I'm trying to say, but you know how people do things to like not show someone that they don't care, like, oh, I don't care. Like you break up with somebody, you go to the club, like, I'm sure I don't care, but you're still doing it for them.
Yeah.
So I think in ways people do things for people without even noticing,
without realizing
them their energy. So I think that's in ways still trying to fight back because you're still thinking about them. People, it takes people a long time just to literally let go.
Yeah, and it's understandably so. Yeah. Understandably so. It takes a while.
No cat. This the will of love, man. I'm gonna spin this one, see if we get something.
All right. What's that say?
Hardships.
All right, we already did that one. When I said what's the hard? Wait, did I? Did we? Oh no, we didn't. That's my question.
I say, what? Read that out. I don't remember that.
Okay. Hardships. What is the hardest thing about being in a relationship?
Hardships.
Okay. Or if you've been in one before, what was the hardest thing about being in a relationship?
Okay.
Let me think too, because I actually didn't answer my own questions.
Okay. I think the hardest thing is trying to understand the person that you're with while being you. Like you're thinking of everything from your perspective. Like this is how I would do things. This is how I would take care of this situation. No, I wouldn't do that. But you're not thinking about who they are as a person, as the actual person. Because
being vulnerable, that's a good one.
That is a good one. I think like your minds have to somewhat align, like being on the same page.
Yeah,
and it takes a while.
Yeah,
for that to happen.
Yeah.
What would you say? Communication. Yeah, I agree.
It's hard for some people to communicate. Yeah, with their significant other. Yeah, the hardest thing. This gonna sound.
What?
It's not. I mean, it's gonna sound a little selfish, but I think the hardest thing is like really.
What?
I'm trying to like if you don't have a child, I think people kind of understand what I'm trying to say. Like when you really have to like tend to someone else's needs.
Okay.
I'm not saying it's hard because of course if you love that person, then you're going to do it. But when you go from only worrying about yourself, of course you worry about family, you do stuff for other people. But when you go from worrying about only yourself to then having to consider someone else's feelings, consider like someone else's past experiences or traumas and stuff like that. It's just it's a newer thing to try to adjust to.
It can be a lot though.
Yeah. Not saying it's like super hard, but it is definitely a learning curve to be like, okay, I can't just wake up today and like not talk to somebody the whole day because that's what I'm like.
Yes,
that's what I would do if I didn't care about somebody.
That's a good one. Yes, that's a good one right there.
That was tough for me, I think.
Yeah, setting up your lifestyle for somebody else.
Yeah, it's just a little different, especially when
Like
it's like
this.
you already have other things you be worrying about.
Mhm.
Not worried about, but you know, you have school, work,
Yeah,
blah
you-
blah
yeah,
blah.
you
They're
have
like,
other
oh, it's like
problems.
another thing, which not to say it like that, but it's just something
No, it's
a
true.
newer
It's true.
something you didn't have to consider before. That yeah.
It's true. Okay, 2 more maybe.
Yeah.
How many more do we have?
Oh
left?
wait, we could just okay. This
Should
should
we
be.
just
Let's
choose?
just should we just do one more? How many do I have
Let's
left?
see. I think we got. I got one more.
Oh, yeah, one more.
I think I got one more too. So what do you want to do?
All right, let me do my last one real quick.
Okay, go ahead.
Mine should be quick.
All
Mine
right.
is love at first sight real? Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes or no?
No.
No.
No, I don't think so. I don't think love at first sight is real. Lust at first sight might be real though.
Your facts.
But loving someone at first sight, like, oh, I see you walk past.
Yeah, I knew you were my husband.
Like,
shut up.
I don't believe that. I don't believe that because I think a lot of times when people see somebody, they just meet them. They're like, everybody's at different times in their life.
Mm-hmm.
Not many people when you first see them, like, okay, first of all, it probably has happened before. Probably. Let me say that because the possibilities are crazy, but on average, no, because people are not ready to just get married and live this lavish life for the rest of their life with somebody. Everything takes time to. It do.
It's a big no for me.
Yeah, I don't think that's real. Let me see it. My last one.
Okay.
So you said no too.
Yeah, no.
Okay. Oh, I think. Oh yeah, I don't think I asked this. Is it possible to love someone but not like them? That's my last one.
Ooh, that's a good question.
Yeah. I'm gonna answer this. I think yes, that is.
I think it's
I think that happens a lot.
Oh my god, I think that I say yes.
Yeah, they were talking about no for the last one.
Yeah, that's the last one.
I think that happens a lot, especially in older relationships.
Yes,
like in relationships that have been going on for a long time.
That's what I'm saying. Like love is not enough.
Right, like long married couples. Like I feel like when you like somebody, love too, but like when you like someone, you just kind of it's that spark of liking someone, doing things that you wouldn't do for somebody, and then love. It kind of just builds into love. But I feel like as the love dies out, the likeness is what keeps the spark going, right? So those older married couples, they just together just for the vibes. They don't even like each other.
The vibes is crazy.
But if you ask somebody, ask them, do you love? They're gonna say yes because they probably do. They probably care and would do anything for them. Yeah.
But even I remember when Michelle Obama, real quick, was talking about Barack Obama. She was like, there were years where like she didn't like him.
Oh wow.
But they had a level of love and respect that was there, right. Like because you know that relationships ebb and flow. They do. So she was like, but if you know that at the end of the day, like you had that love and the respect, because you can't just have love, you gotta have respect to like fight it out with each other or go through it with each other. Then she said that's why they were able to still like work. Like there were some times she was just like, I cannot stand this man. Right. You know what I'm saying? So it has its things. It does.
But the most important thing is to remain loyal during those ups and downs.
Exactly. So that's why I said that's the respect piece.
Yeah, it is.
All right, well,
man.
I'm just a young buck in the game, right, so I am not wise to any of this. Okay. I'm a rookie, so.
Nah, no, that's true.
Rookie for sure.
Year.
What? Oh yeah.
Sophomore.
Oh yeah, I see what you said. I'm only in my sophomore. I'm still a freshman. But no, we glad that everybody tuned in and engaged with us. I know these are kind of like vulnerable topics to talk about, but hopefully you took a chance to like reflect about your own relationships, whether it's with friends or relationships or whatever, and make sure that they treat you right. Okay. And make sure you treating people right.
That's also true.
Yeah. But yeah, well, no more Miss Tuesdays.
Finally, no more Miss Tuesdays.
So, but now, thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of Cultivating Conversations with DP Squared.
Jam-packed June on the way. No cap.
Okay, very.
Hold on, that just came off the dome.
I was saying I ain't even heard about that.
Jam-packed June on the way. No cap. We got stuff coming up. YouTube.
Yeah.
Podcast stuff. We're gonna try to revamp.
Facts.
Take it to the next level. No cap.
Facts. Well, we love y'all, and we will see y'all next Tuesday, like the old folks say.
No cap. See y'all next Tuesday, man.
All right.
Y'all like my cut though?
Bye.
All right, yeah.